This is Body by Struggle. My name is U.G.L.I.E Styles, and today we're going to go over what I call the L running series. I used to run track back in high school. I was pretty fast. I think I'm pretty fast now. But there were certain things that my coach taught me that made me run faster. Shout out to Mr. McDonald and also Miss Lisa Morgan, my old track coaches. With the L running series, first thing we're going to do is form an L with our arm. A lot of times when I see people run, they like to ball their fist. I think when you ball your fist, this causes a lot of tension throughout the body. And one thing you want to do when you're running is be loose as possible. By forming this L pattern, I'm going to make sure my hand moves behind my hip and goes right back through the hip. My shoulder is the one that's controlling my L pattern. My arm does not bend out. It stays within the L pattern, and my shoulder is what brings that hand behind the hip and then back through the hip. So I start off, let's just say, an L pattern with both arms. One arm is up, the other arm is back, still maintaining that L positioning. I'm moving, letting the shoulder, again, work the L. As I move here, another thing I see people do, when you're taking off from position, whether you just hit the ball and you guys are playing baseball or softball, whether you're playing football, you should always start off low. If you notice, when I hit the wind and I'm in a low positioning, I'm going through the wind. The moment I stand up, I make myself more of a target to be pushed back by the wind. So anytime I start off, I'm going to start off low. And as I start off low, I'm going to take off, still using that L pattern, and just slightly come up as I'm moving forward, because I start off going through the wind and not letting the wind push me back. Practicing the L pattern, of course I can't do a full sprint in here, but what we will practice is stationary sprints. Two things. The first one we're going to do, we're going to bring our left leg. Let's bring our left leg out for simplicity. Left arm goes up, that right arm is back. I'm staying down again, going through the wind, and I'm moving my arms. That's going to work your heart and also gives you proper positioning for the sprint. The best way to practice the sprint, guys, is to sprint. Get out there and actually do the sprint runs. I recommend doing them for about 12 seconds. 5 sets of 12. Resting at about 40 seconds in between in the beginning. And of course, as you become stronger, you want to cut down your rest periods. The other thing is high knee, or running in place. I'm going to give you a frontal view, then a side view, still using that L positioning. Here. If you notice, my arms are still going through the hip. My knees are going up high, and what am I working on? The ball of the foot. Why? That gives you the most spring action. If I run flat, I'm not only doing a lot of damage to my joints, also possibly developing shin sprints. I'm not giving myself that spring motion to move forward. And that works from the ball of the feet. Side view. Working again, moving that L pattern. Last thing. On the floor. I'm on the heel here. Alright? Still using my L positioning. I'm going through the hip and moving. One way you'll know if you're doing this exercise correctly, did you guys see how my hips started to bounce back and forth? As I'm moving, my hip is also putting my legs in the proper position to propel forward. Looks like so again. The key thing is to make sure you have proper L positioning and you're not purposely bouncing your hips to the side, because that defeats the purpose. You'll know when you're doing it correctly by just working that L positioning, letting the shoulder work, bringing it through the hip and back from the hip. You'll start to see that your body's moving on the ground as well. And again, this is the L pattern for sprinting.